today, our scale and ongoing technology leadership provide us with opportunities by serving customers in transformative new ways.
We win with this network. We have the fastest mobile network thanks to our technology leaders. We can sit down with our vendors and innovate the next steps of their roadmaps faster than anyone else.
T-Mobile's 5G Advanced Network solutions are elevating the experience one business at a time with a fanatical devotion to the best customer service and innovative solutions.
As soon as they hit the ball, you get information. This is great.
Offering network slicing to developers nationwide, delivering enhanced security. This is the whole reason why we built a nationwide 5G network.
We are evolving our world-leading network to serve our customers even better. And we won't stop. Excited to be here at the CTIA 5G Summit, and so honored to be in front of you to share some of what T-Mobile is up to and what's going on there on the West Coast. A little bit different there. We got AI and we got cloud, all of that in our same village. So we are progressing fast on these parts. This place has really, truly become a meeting place for innovators, for visionaries, and for leaders. And I'm so excited that we get to meet here to talk about where this industry is going. And already the discussions outside this hall is just going on all the time. As leaders in 5G, we do have a lot to share. And 5G has become an unlock for so much innovation in these industries. I also want to reach out and thank just CTIA for pulling us all together and congratulate Ajit Pai on an amazing summit so far in a new place, which is a lot more spacier than the old place. First, let's just take a look at what's going on worldwide. It's a lot of momentum in 5G. Last year, in quarter three last year, we were able to pass 2 billion users on 5G in the world. 1/4 of the world's population is now 5G, and 55% of everybody on this planet live in a country which has access to 5G. So it's a massive momentum, and that massive momentum is fueling the industry by creating the right cost structures and everything else that goes with it. On coverage, this has provided new opportunities for new technologies to be developed to bring 5G further out, and the 3-layered architecture that we are using are almost become a world standard. More sub-6 gigahertz spectrum is being handed out in many, many countries over the world, further fueling this. And here in the US, no difference. In fact, the momentum here is probably stronger than it is anywhere else in the world. Over 90% of the US population is covered with 5G. Over 70% of the devices in this market are 5G capable. And fixed wireless access is just thriving. We have 90% of all broadband subscriptions went into 5G-powered fixed wireless access, and that includes fiber and cable. So it's really going very fast. And if we have a very strong parallel development in the US as well. And what I'm thinking about there is, of course, cloud and AI development. The 4 largest hyperscalers invested more than $200 billion last year in AI and cloud. And that they grew in the quarter 4, their investment, by more than 60%. And that is also leading to higher and higher levels of transformation in the digital transformation of companies. And if you think about it, there's not a single day that goes by without new announcements on LLMs, inferencing, or training new models, or chipset. Just look at our partners in NVIDIA or OpenAI. A lot of this keeps fueling the digitalization and change in US companies and US enterprises. And you can already see this happen. Last year, the transformation market in all US enterprises stood at $600 billion, which is a tremendous growth from just a year before. In 2029, that is expected to grow to $1.4 billion. At the same time, in the parallel universe, we expect the telecom mobile market in the US to grow to about $800 billion to 2029. So it's one fueling the other. AI and cloud transformation, digitalization is driving also the mobile sector to a very large degree. And if the US is the leader in 5G, T-Mobile is the leader in the US. And why is that? Why did we come to this fantastic position? A lot of it is due to our Un-carrier idea. Make big, bold investments to attract new customers and deliver something that is clearly differentiating. And we did. We have always had a strong ethos to do this. And we made the investment, and we came out very successful. T-Mobile is already 98% coverage of the US population. And we have the highest 5G availability, not only in the United States, but by open signal measurements, even globally. We have 4 times more than our closest competitor in 5G availability in the US. And we are not only the largest in cities, we are also growing a lot in rural America and covering completely new areas for us, where we have become the #1 in share taking and also the #1 in net promoter scores. If you look at our fixed wireless position, and maybe some of you are aware of it, we are very close to 7 million customers now on fixed wireless, which is just a tremendous growth. And we're spurring the innovation on this side. We have about 33% higher speeds than other fixed wireless carriers, and we have the net promoter score that's about 3 times our closest competition in cable and fiber. So it's going very well. The network now is very thick and very broad, and you can see our network right behind me here. That network has a capability and capacity which is represented by twice the downlink, median downlink speeds than competition, so lots of room to grow. But it has another really big characteristics about it. And we heard other speakers talking about it, but we've already done it. We launched our standalone core in 2020. That means that we now have a fully programmable network. And we can program it, and for the last 2 years, we have been playing around with this technology to program our network. We started out with sports. And why sports, you can ask? Well, sports is a good way to demonstrate this. In sports, you have a lot of pressure from viewers and others doing things at events, and we are able to isolate out, thanks to network slicing that is powered by our standalone network. We can make sure that ticketless entry or push-to-talk for the people who are working on the event, or points of sales and other functions work very well while the Formula One race is at a starting point. We did MLB baseball, we did PGA golf, we did Las Vegas Grand Prix to demonstrate this technology about 1 year ago. Now we have been able to translate this into other parts in our enterprise market. We have done airports, we've done hospitals, we have done retail using network slicing. It's a technology that is so powerful because we can guarantee a certain performance for a certain user. And as many of you know, and it actually was referred to, we are always flattered, but we launched T-Priority. T-Priority is the first of its kind network slice for first responders. And if you think about it, first responders, it's a natural fit case for this. Instead of building a dedicated network for them with frequency limitations and performance limitations, we open up our whole network and create a network slice using 5QI, which is a admission control capability on the radio, together with weighing the different resource blocks in the radio. All of that is what network slicing is based on. And that's the reason why 40,000 first responders in New York City choose T-Mobile as the major carrier. This has provided a great opportunity to lean in on the needs of first responders. We did some research, 64% of all first responders we researched said that connectivity is the major obstacle, the number one obstacle when they are responding to more than 200 million events every year across this country. Here is where we have found a meaningful fit and also created a new monetizable opportunity for ourselves. T-Priority has become a big hit, and we have city after city after city that is looking to connect their first responders over this. But it's an example of a network feature that is dedicated and creating a very predictable outcome for every user. 5G was designed for this. And we went all in from the beginning, investing in both the core network with a standalone core and investing in the radio access network to be able to provide these services. And we are just at the beginning of doing these things. Now, T-Mobile now, where are we at then? Well, our mission is to be the best in the world at connecting customers to their worlds. That's our mission. But it hasn't always been easy for T-Mobile. For many years, we were a challenger with a not so well-performing network and trying to punch up to tell others that, okay, we're here, we're going to do something. Now we have come out with clearly the best network, recognized by so many and so many independents. And that journey to go there is what we call from challenger to champion. And it redefines our company a little bit. I'm willing to share some of that with you. We see ourselves as the champion for customers. And champions are a little bit different. They do things a little bit different. Champions don't try to change the rules that others wrote. Champions write their own rules. And champions don't try to disrupt their competitors. They disrupt themselves. And that's why it's so important for us on our next leg of our journey to keep pushing forward on our technology agenda. And on 5G, that brings us to the next chapter, which is really 5G Advanced. 5G Advanced is when we supercharge many of these technologies to do new services and take the next step, embracing AI. Somebody said that AI should be native into the network. Yes, it's becoming that very quickly. Native to what we do in 5G Advanced. For those who are a little bit technical, this is release 17 and release 18 of 3GPP. We were happy to announce in our last quarter that we have now nationwide already deployed 5G Advanced. We've been focused on 5G Advanced since last summer, and now it's out there. And we can see the fruits already of what it's bringing to us. And we are becoming, with this, also a company that goes to market differently. We announced our partnership with OpenAI last year to make sure that customers can interact with T-Mobile in a new way. We have our T-Life app out there. All of this is not only front-facing apps and stuff like it's connected to the kind of service that every customer will get, a personalized experience. We're becoming a deep data-informed, AI-enabled, digital-first company, which is a big change. Our network team in T-Mobile has transformed a classic mobile network into a precision platform that can deliver precise customer experiences on demand. 5G Advanced, we have defined this as being a fully SA-enabled multi-carriers in the carrier in the downlink and multi-carrier up in the uplink. We have 2 today in up and 4 down. L4S, RedCap, we got RedCap across our network, enabling new IoT services, etc. We just announced that we're nationwide. In February, we also announced another thing, that we are in beta version of our satellite communication. And we're tying that into this whole network experience, making sure that all what is not covered with terrestrial can be covered with SMS to start with, voice, and eventually light data. And we're going to be launching this in a full-fledged version in the summer. We also announced another thing last year, which we are now building. And that is a fully multi-purpose cloud, a T-Mobile cloud, a T-Cloud, we call it. That goes for carrying all workloads, from customer-facing workloads to all technical workloads to carrying also radio access workloads. and that is AI RAN. And AI RAN gives us the possibility to further advance into 6th generation. And 6th generation is an amazing thing. Here we can increase our spectral efficiency, we expect by 30 to 40% in the air interface. The control layer will span all over satellite, but also all other parts of the network. The control layer will enable us to build something called intent-based networking. You will hear much more about that later. But intent-based networking is where every experience on the entire network can be tailor-made for exactly the needs of every user. This will free a lot of capacity if we're able to pull that off, and it's part of 6G. It will be AI native in 6G, and 6G will also need new spectrum. This is a policy conference. I can say already, 6 gigahertz is the global spectrum. We need some part of that. We can add 7 in the US, and we can add some of the 4 gigahertz spectrum to free up enough spectrum. We need at least 400 megahertz per carrier to be able to pull this off. And we have a great opportunity in the US to lead the 6G transformation, not only in America, but also globally. And we won't stop. We will continue to extend our technology leadership at T-Mobile, and we will continue to drive the ecosystem forward by working with our partners and other innovators who want to be with us. We will make sure that we're doing this in a standardized way, and we're also welcoming anyone of our competitors and others to join us on the journey of innovation and bringing these networks not only to 5G at the 5G Summit, but all the way up to 6G via 5G Advanced. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your attention.